Hello, my name is Alan Hirahara, here to talk about BioCartilage. So this is the Arthrex mixing kit for BioCartilage. The key difference in this kit is the updated introducer, which is the Arthro Paddle. Now instead of just a simple cannula to introduce the BioCartilage into the joint, it now has a paddle at the end which allows it to be well contained and set into the defect. To set up this kit, we need to open up the syringe. We need to attach on the funnel. We'll need to add in the BioCartilage. Once that's all in, we can go ahead and add our 0.6 to 0.8 autologous fluid. It's important not to overhydrate these, as if they're overhydrated, it'll be too liquidy and not stay contained within your defect. We remove the portion here so that we can go ahead and mix it and get it nice and tacky. We can now attach our paddle. Another key point is that they have this tissue attractor, which is easy to use. Something needs to be inserted through the cannula and then out another one to hold it. Here we're inside the shoulder joint. This is a glenohumeral joint. There's the glenoid. This is the humerus. There's the biceps. So we're looking through a posterior portal, and here's a chondral lesion at the superior aspect of the humeral head. We're first going to clean up the margins a bit to give us nice clean margins. This is important as a step to do to be able to make sure the lesion is well circumscribed. And what this will do is help us keep the BioCartilage contained within the lesion. We also want to get past this calcific layer to allow for better healing as well. Now we're going to go ahead and perform our microfracture. Okay, so here we're going to go ahead and use the power pick. This is the 45-degree angle to give us a better kind of shot down on top of the head. All right. So at this point, having done the microfracture, we're now going ready. We're going to actually dry out the shoulder as much as possible. We're going to try to suction out as much of the fluid as we can. So now we're going to try to dry them with the cannulated swabs. So we're going to attach this to the suction, and it's drying that out very nicely. So what we're going to start with now with the BioCartilage implantation. It's important to have the fibrin glue ready to go at this point because we're going to need to use it almost immediately. You don't want to have it wait and have it start to get wet or have it start bleeding, such that you then have some trouble with that BioCartilage lifting up off the lesion itself. So putting in the Arthro Paddle over the lesion is very important. What's going to do is going to keep that BioCartilage contained as we insert it. So at this point with the paddle in, it's covering the lesion. This will help keep the BioCartilage contained within the lesion. And as we go ahead and insert the material, you'll see that we're going to keep that down so it can just fill into the space. Once we have it filled in the space, we'll stop. And now it looks like we're pretty well contained. And then we can use the paddle to keep it down. Once you've smoothed it over to what you like, made it nice and round, now I can easily just place in our fibrin glue, come up above, not to damage it, lay in the fibrin glue over it, and that's all that needs to be done. That'll set up and that'll stay there and work as a layer to allow for regrowth of hyaline-like cartilage. So the major benefit to this new kit is the introduction of the Arthro Paddle. The Arthro Paddle allows you, as you saw, to easily place the grafts, keeping the graft molded to the defect and allowing it to be easily sculpted to the area. Putting in the paddle, you'll be able to see that this paddle can really mold itself to the glenoid as well. So if you have any small glenoid lesions which need to be addressed, this paddle has been really great about allowing us to get down to these lesions and allow for better molding and fill of the defects.